Hello and welcome to Mobility Work with Ease. This is the beginner level of mobility work of the videos that I will be sharing. And all you need for this class is a sturdy chair and some wall space, some clear wall space that will allow your arms to make a full range of motion. So find you a good spot and we will get started. Um, what is mobility work? Mobility work I love. It's flexibility, training, a little different from just stretching, also different from yoga, but generally speaking, we want to do mobility work because mobility work equals the ability to move. And no matter who you are, no matter what level of fitness that you have, we all have that thing in common, that we all want to have the mobility to move. All right, so let's get started. You're just going to find a seat in your chair, have your heels right below your knees with your toes pointing forward, and you're going to be sitting nice and upright. Your core engaged, belly button back to the spine, nice long spine, not slumped, and your shoulders back and down. Take your fingertips onto your shoulders, pull those elbows out to the side, and we're going to do some big circles. Taking those elbows back. Nice. All right, now reverse. You might have to start out with smaller circles, and as you start to loosen up a little bit, you can make them a little bit bigger. If you can't get your fingertips to your shoulders, just take them as close to. All right, now come back here. Keep those fingertips at the shoulders, the elbows back, and we're going to bring the elbows to the center. We're going to try to tap those elbows together and then pull them open, stretching the chest. Of course, if you can't tap your elbows together in the center, get them as close to each other as you can. And then pull it open. One more time. Of course, if you don't want to sit down, you can always do these stretches also from a standing position. All right, good job. Now bring those hands just to rest onto the knees. We're going to do some head circles. Just tilt your chin forward and then just roll the head all around. It's nice and heavy. You might hear some snap, crackle, and pop going on. Okay, now reverse. How about one more? All right, and good. Now let's come into a little bit of a forward fold. I'm going to have you start in a half forward fold. So just rest your forearms, your elbows onto your thighs, and just let your head hang. Let the spine round, your chin towards your chest. Now, if you have lower back issues, or if you've been told by a physician not to do a full forward fold, or if you get dizzy when your head is below your heart level, you may just want to stay here in half forward fold. But if it's okay for you to come forward and just let those fingertips dangle and just let your head hang nice and loose, we'll come into a full forward fold. From right here, we'll extend the spine, come up on those fingertips, come about halfway up, nice long spine reaching through the crown of the head, and then back into that forward fold, and then ragdoll all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Now, if you want to stay in that half forward fold, you can do that. Extend the spine from here too. You can go from hanging to an extended spine and then back into hanging. So you can do that from either position. Okay, so we're going to put that together in a sequence. We're going to do a head roll, one side, and then the other direction. When you've got your chin towards your chest, you're going to slowly roll down to half forward fold or to the forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, back to the forward fold and slowly round all the way back up again. And then back into those head circles, one in each direction. Good. Now, forward fold, whichever one you choose. Inhale, extend the spine. Back to the forward fold. Slow roll up. And again, head circle. Other direction. Forward fold. Extend the spine. Forward fold. Up nice and slow. And one more time. Head circles, one in each direction. Forward fold. Spine extension. And then ragdoll it up. All right, sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Hopefully you're starting to feel some movement in the upper body, in the spine, and in the upper back, and the shoulders, and the neck. Now we're going to go to a hip flexor stretch off of the chair. So I'm going to just slide over here to the right side. I will take my right leg back. I'm going to keep my hand on to the left side of the chair. I step back. I'm on my toe. My knee is pointing straight down, and I'm pressing my hips forward, tucking and pressing my hips forward, so I feel a nice stretch here on this hip flexor. Now, if that is too intense, and especially if you've got knee issues, it may be, you can do that instead from a standing position where you can just step back onto your toe, tuck your hips, and then you can have a hand on a chair if you need for balance, and then we'll just move from there. But you do get a deeper stretch if you can do it from the chair. But if you can't do it from the chair, feel free to modify. So step that right leg back. You're on your toe. Knee is pointing down. I'm going to hold on to the chair here so I don't tip over. Tuck that pelvis. Press through that right hip bone, and we're going to inhale, lift up, follow that hand up, exhale, and release. Do that a few more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Inhale, exhale, and one more time. Inhale and exhale. All right, good job. Now we'll just switch to the other side. Slide over to the left side of the chair. Same on here, you can do it standing if you need to, if this is too intense. Take that left leg back, you're on your toe. And hang on to the outside of the chair with my right hand. Got my pelvis tucked. Can feel that stretch right there. Left hand is free. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right. And bring forward. Okay, now we're going to move to the wall. I'm just going to move my chair out of the way so that you can see me. So come to the wall, place your hands about chest level and shoulder width apart, and then you're going to walk your feet back. Have them about hips distance and hinge forward and walk your hands down as you can. Then you're just going to press into those heels, press away from the wall, and let your chest drop down towards the floor. Now, if you're tight, especially in your shoulders, you may have to be up here higher than shoulders distance. But the more shoulder height, sorry. The more flexible you get, you can drop that chest and that head down below shoulder height and get a little deeper stretch. Okay, so just enjoy that stretch for a moment. It's always a good one. Feel it in the hamstrings, in the glutes, in the shoulders. Okay, now I'm going to go from a straight spine. I'm going to round the spine. That's how I round the spine, one vertebrae at a time, and come forward into a standing plank. In the standing plank, one straight line from my heels through the crown of my head. Can feel it in my calf muscles, feel it in my hamstrings. And then from here, I'm going to hinge back again. Okay, and now we'll round the spine. So tuck the pelvis, round the spine one vertebrae at a time, roll it up through the shoulders, through the head, come forward into that plank. That feels really good, doesn't it? Now hinge back again. Gonna do that a few more times. Okay, round it up, tuck the pelvis, round the spine, one vertebrae at a time, chin toward the chest until it rolls right through to plank. And press back. Couple more times, round it up. It's like a wave rolling right through your body. And back. And one more time, up. Enjoy that plank, and then stepped up towards the wall. All right, good job. Now you want to come to the wall where you're just going to stand beside the wall, okay? I'm going to bring your shoulder up against the wall. Your arms extended. Going to get some, and make sure you have room that you're going to be able to circle around without knocking things off your wall. So you're just standing beside the wall. Your shoulder is touching. Your arms are extended out in front of you. The palms are parallel. You're going to take the arm that's closest to the wall, touch that back of the hand to the wall, and then we're going to draw a little sunrise, draw a half circle around the body. So just dragging the back of that hand, bring it up at some point, usually when your arm's about straight up, you're gonna have to flip that palm over, turn your chest toward the wall, use those hands for a nice stretch. And then we will bring it back. Same thing when you bring it back. You'll bring it back, you'll flip that palm, and you'll bring those hands right together. Okay, let's try that again. So back of the hand, just sliding against the wall, flip it over, palm of the hand now to the wall, and turn, open up. Really good for range of motion for the shoulders. Good torso rotation. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. How about one more time? All right, good job. Now we're going to switch sides. Just turn around. Same thing, shoulder touching the wall. Hand closest to the wall. Back of the hands go to drag. Going to turn toward the wall. Use those palms, really open up, and then bring it back. Good. Let's do that again. Let's add some breath work with that. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale as you come down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. How about a couple more times? So you may have noticed that one arm was a little more challenging than the other. That is perfectly okay, or it's not uncommon for one arm, one side, to be tighter than the other. Just kind of let you know what you need to work on. All right, good job, sunrise arms. Next, we're going to do a hip hinge. I'm going to show it from the side here first. You're going to drop your hips against the wall, okay? Legs are nice and straight. All the wall is doing is help you balance. And you take your hands on the top of your thighs and hinge forward, kind of like we did earlier. Nice long torso. Try to go like a 90-degree angle. You'll feel that stretch to your hamstrings and to your glutes. And then nice long spine. Slide it all the way back up again. Okay? Got that? Inhale. Exhale and hinge. Inhale, slowly bring it back up again. Exhale, hinge. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Couple more times. Exhale. Inhale. And one more time. And good job. Bring it back up. Nice. Roll those shoulders around. Get you a drink if you need to. Now, kind of using that same stance, I'm going to show this one here. So we're gonna do a wall angel, okay? So you're going to take your feet about a foot length distance from the wall, and you're going to place your, I need to get where I've got room, there we go. You're gonna place your hips against the wall, your shoulders against the wall, and the back of your head against the wall. Then you're gonna take your arms out to the side, and you're gonna try to bring your elbows to touch the wall, and then if you can, the back of your hands. So if you are tight and unable to do this, it may look like this, like you're reaching back, you're away from the wall. That's okay. Eventually, yes, we'll get to being able to touch everything to the wall. So just that stance alone is pretty challenging, right? But what we're going to try to do, this is angel slides, a wall angel. You're going to bring those hands up, trying to keep everything touching, and then slide them back down and try to keep everything touching. This one's way more challenging than it looks. All right, and up. And bring it back down. A few more times. And if you find you have no movement in your arms to do the slides, that's okay. You can just try the opening up and touching the wall. And how about one more time? You may feel that in your rear delts, in your upper back. I know I do. All right, good job. Whew. Walk away. Roll those shoulders around. Move that head side to side. Now we're going to do a glute stretch. You're going to stand arms length away from the wall. I'll show it here and then I'll show it in the other position. You're going to take the leg that is closest to the wall and step it to the outside of that other foot, and then just kind of lean your weight in, okay? We're going to inhale and reach up and over, try to reach those fingertips towards the wall, and then bring it back down. Good. Up and over. And back down. Inhale. Exhale. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, good job. Now you'll just switch to the other side. I'm going to do it right here. Got my right arm against the wall. I'm going to step the right leg, the one that's closest to the wall, to the outside of that other foot. Just kind of lean into it. Inhale, reach up and over. Press the hips away from the wall. Exhale, bring it back down. And again, inhale. Exhale. A few more times, inhale. Exhale. Couple more times. And one more time. And release. All right, good job. Okay, now we're going to come back to the chair. We're going to go with a cat and cow on your chair. So you're just gonna have your hands on the chair, feet back, and you want your spine nice and long. So notice here it is not rounded and it's not overly arched yet. It's just a nice straight tabletop position. Okay, well, inhale into cow. Lift your chin, tilt the pelvis, arch the back. And then on the exhale into cat, chin toward the chest, push through the hands and round the spine up towards the ceiling and tuck the pelvis. And then again, inhale into cow, lift the chin, slide those shoulders back, arch the spine, tilt the pelvis. Exhale and cat. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. Now we're going to come into a down dog on the chair. So walk back. Your hips are high. Your chest is lower than the hips. Your arms nice and long, and also walk those hands apart. So maybe you can just drop your head right between those arms. So in a down dog, always looking to lift the tip of that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Let the chest release back toward the thighs, and then sinking into those heels. Just hold and breathe. And then we will walk it out a little bit. Bend that right knee and sink that left heel. Bend that left knee and sink the right. And just walk it back and forth. Pressing into those hips. All right, and back through both heels. Release the chest toward the thighs, hips high, heels low, and then slightly bend those knees, chin toward the chest, and we will just slowly roll it up. Now we've been hanging upside down for a bit, so make sure you're not lightheaded when you stand up, and we'll come back to, not back to our chair yet. We're going to do a lateral lunge. Okay. Stand behind your chair. Take your legs nice and wide with your toes forward. Make sure the chair's in front of you so you've got room to move. And you're just going to bend your right knee and sink the weight to the right. You will feel that stretch in your left inner thigh. Come back upright, bend the left knee and sink the weight to the left. And then back to the center again. And we will just shift side to side. Nice. And of course, you don't have to use the chair for balance, but if you need to, it's there. How about one more time each side? All right, good. Now come to the front of the chair. Gonna go wide legs again. Toes kind of out to the side. We are going to hip hinge and come down to just barely tapping down to the chair, a nice wide leg squat, and then stand back up again. So you're not going to sit all of your weight down into the chair. You're just going to barely tap those hips down and then stand back up again. So you've got the legs nice and wide. You're wider than the chair. Your toes are pointed forward. You can have your hands here on the top of the thighs, or you can have them in front of you. Whatever helps you to remember to hinge forward first, hinge, and then bend those knees and lower down, tap it down. Now the taller you are and the height of your chair really doesn't matter on this one. So if you are short and you have a tall chair, you're not going to feel very much. If you are tall and you have a short chair, you're going to feel a lot. You can always step forward and you don't have to tap down to the chair. That's working your way towards a sumo squat. Let's do that a few more times. Starting to feel a little bit better, just a little bit. And how about one more? Good, now sit all the way down, heel toe those feet in. All right, now a seated mid-back rotation. Take your left hand to the inside of your left knee. Your right arm extended out, palm facing up. And we're going to inhale. On the exhale, you're just going to bring that arm around to the back. And then bring it back to center. All right, inhale. Exhale and open. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Couple more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And bring it back. And release. Good job. That's a great one. Great for torso rotation. Also opening up that mid-back. So right hand to the inside of the knee. Left arm extended, palm up. Inhale. Exhale and rotate. You're just taking that thumb, leading with that thumb toward the back wall. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. How about a couple more of those? Exhale. Inhale. And one more time. Exhale. And inhale. Bring it back. Roll those shoulders up, down, and back. Take that head side to side. That's great. Let's actually do a little bit of neck stretches right now. Arms out to the side. Reaching those fingertips down, just let your head fall over to the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then back to center. And then left ear toward the left shoulder. Back to center. Keep going side to side. about one more time each side. One more. And back to center. Now let's turn the head. Let's rotate chin toward the right shoulder and then back to center. Chin over toward the left shoulder, back to center. Just rotate side to side. Couple more times to each side. And back to center. Roll those shoulders up, down, and back. So we're going to stand back up and do some hip circles. I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to hold on with my left hand, my left leg balances. I'm going to bring that right knee up, and then I'm going to turn that knee in and bring the lower leg somewhat parallel to the ground as I bring it all the way around. Okay, big hip circles. As if you were trying to step over something. Imagine that you're trying to step up and over. Okay, now, after you do about 5 of those, we're going to reverse. Take it to the back and bring it around to the front. Good. How's that feel? If you have tight hips like I do, it doesn't feel so great, but it gets better. All right, good job. Let's switch sides. Hope I have enough room for my leg over here. Here we go. All right, lift up. Knee in, lower leg parallels. Step it around. Drawing the biggest circles possible. Good. Now opposite direction. We'll take it to the back, out to the side, and then forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whew, nice job. Okay, now, standing forward fold, just take your hands onto your thighs, slide them down, come into a forward fold and just hang. Nice hanging forward fold. And we are going to walk your left hand to the outside of your right ankle, right hand to the back of your calf, and you're going to bend your right knee and shift your weight, lean your weight into the left leg. So right knee is bent, hands are on the right ankle and calf, left leg straight, and you're leaning that weight to the left. Okay, release, come back to center, just hang again. Now you're going to take your right hand to the outside of that left ankle, left hand behind the calf, bend that left knee, and lean your weight into your right side. Good stretch for the hip. Come back into that forward hang. We're going to do it one more time on each side. So walk those hands to the right, bend that right knee, lean, shift the weight left. Come back to center.
Walk those hands to the left. Shift the weight to the right. And back to center and just hang. Bend the knees, chin toward the chest, and slowly roll it up. Big inhale up. Exhale and release. All right, so that was mobility pretty much for beginners, most chair-based and with the wall for balance. Any mobility workout, I would suggest that you do it anywhere 3 to 5 times a week. Do it very regularly. You can also do it every day if you want. That's really going to help you out. And just to get you started and to start feeling the benefits of it. So hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.